Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You've just heard from Tim CC from Brock Harcourts Financial Services talking about all things financial. We bounce straight back into another Tim Ginever. How are you, Timothy?
Yeah. The one and only Tim.
The most important Tim. Tim, just for the people that aren't or don't know, what are you up to these days?
Yeah, working for the McGuinness-McDermott Foundation in sales and marketing, and basically the brief that I got was go and raise a lot of money, and when you finish, keep going.
Yeah, just there's the bar, just keep raising it. Look, mate, you're doing a fantastic job. We've been rapt to be involved with your organisation over the last little while in two different areas. One, you've got sucked me into doing the New York Marathon in November. Thank you. I've lost a little bit of weight. We're pounding the pavement early mornings, but tell me a little bit about that whole event.
Well, look, it's going to be a fantastic event. I mean, if you get on our website and have a look, mcfoundation.com.au, you will see how exciting the New York Marathon is. You go through all the different, over the about 4 bridges, I think it is, through all the suburbs, the Bronx, you name it, and you get out alive in this particular trip. But you run 42 Ks while you're doing it. And look, the atmosphere is amazing. There's so many bands and live acts that are on the side of the road, and everybody's encouraging you along. So you are not only going to run it, you're probably going to run a record time.
Nah, mate,
you're going to be pumped, I reckon.
I certainly won't be running a marathon. Just very quickly, there's a big fella that did this, Andrew Simpson. Have you run across Andrew Simpson? He did the New York Marathon a couple of years ago, took 9 hours, 10 minutes, had, I think, a beer at every band, a little bit of pizza, only man to put on weight and do a marathon, Timothy. That's probably more like myself.
Well, you've got a record to break, haven't you?
There we go. Now, where does that money go? Because we are raising some money. Is there any specific area that's going to go
the big project we got on at the moment is we've got to get $1 million to buy a new MRI machine. There was one put in with our help in 2003. There's a new one needed now, 7 years later, and $1 million has got to go towards that. So that's the big project.
Excuse my ignorance. An MRI machine, what does that do?
That actually scans and takes photos, especially with children with tumours.
Right.
So it helps with early diagnosis, and that's very important, of course. And prior to it, having one at the Women's and Children's, they used to have to go on a waiting list at the RAH. So just fantastic and a much-needed machine.
Well done. That's that, Tim. The other one that we're doing is a survivorship program. So Brock Harcourts, or the Harcourts Foundation, are going to donate some money to the McGuinness-McDermott Foundation. Where's that money going? Survivorship program.
Yeah, well, a lot of the children and the families have issues post treatment, and a lot of it could be physical, psychological, social issues that the families and the children go through. So what we're actually doing is we've got a heap of programs that are available through UniSA helping us with the physical program. We've got psychological help with Printy helping us out with that, because a lot of the families, not only the couples, but there's some phenomenal percentage, 75% of couples go through some sort of a breakup during that time. The pressure on the family is enormous. So there's that help, and there's wellness, there's cooking classes, art classes, all these sorts of things that we can do to help the families through during the journey and post the journey as well of cancer.
What I like with that one, Tim, is $3,000 goes to a specific family, doesn't it? And we can actually follow that through and get to know the family. And
yeah, we believe we can get the family through any of those programs for $3,000 per annum, and your money at the foundation is going to help us out.
There we go. Tim McGuinness. Oh, Tim McGuinness. Tim Ginever.
Tim McGinever Foundation.
From the McGuinness-McDermott Foundation. Thank you very, very much for joining us. I've got to say, when we look through the Harcourts Foundation where money goes, we look for reputable organisations that we know the money goes to really, really good causes, and that's a big, big tick in your box, mate. And I know you're going to do a fantastic job, and you look as though you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, I love it, mate. And thank you for doing the New York Marathon.
Pleasure.
Mate. Anybody else wants to do it, join him.
Actually, how do we get in touch with you again, Tim?
It's at the McFoundation, mcfoundation.com.au.
Yeah, so if there are a few more spots, so if you do want to come for a bit of a jog, please let us know. Tim Ginever, McGuinness-McDermott Foundation. And after the break, I'm back with Andrew Cook from API Insurance.